Welcome back, everybody, again. It's too nice of a night again. Fuck, I like doing 2-in-1s. I know it's a bit dark, but I guess it makes sense to the story I'm about to tell you, because it all took place on a night similar to this. So I'm about to tell you this time that, fuck me, man, I walked home from Melbourne City, which all the way to the southeast, like far southeastern suburbs, a 4.5 hour walk. And now I nearly got into a street fight, fucking dealt with a whole bunch of drunken lunatics. Now I seem to have bad luck in terms of strangers. I've been grabbed by people before, which is certainly an exciting experience. I've been almost in street fights that I didn't try to provoke, it just sort of ended up that way. Stuff along those lines. So a few years ago, it was my mate's 21st birthday, right? And what happened was, the trains were down. Now I hate taking public transport, I always have. I refuse, I dislike it. I have a strong distaste to taking public transport. And he was having his 21st in the city. And that means I had to take a train to get there because I was drinking, and I refused to drive around the city because I don't know if you've ever driven around the city of Melbourne. It's a shithole to drive through. It's even more of a shithole to, park in, so I didn't do that. But what happened was, there was a day, they're all gone home. It's quite late. The last train was gone, and then the trains are down. Obviously, there's always replacement buses and stuff like that. I don't know if you've ever had to endure that garbage, but they do replacement buses a lot of the time. Fucking, it's very annoying. So this day, I couldn't find any of it, right? Because sometimes it's really hard to find stuff. Now, usually it's in very obvious locations, but I've never dealt with it before, so I didn't know what the fuck was going on. So, I took one train that was going a different way to East Richmond Station, or Richmond Station, I forget which one. And what happened was, I was like, well, fuck it, we're walking. Now, it's a 4-hour walk, 4.5 hour walk. It quoted me about 4 hours. I got home in about 3.5. But, I tell you, man. Yeah, so it was a fucking shit show of a day. So, I started walking back from this train station, alright, trying to get up to reach my normality again, which is in my area. Now, I had no money to take an Uber, which was the time everyone was offering, and I, being a stubborn asshole, declined everybody, because I just wanted to walk. Probably shouldn't have in hindsight, but I did. It was a good time. People offered me to pay for it, and I was like, nah, I'll be good, don't worry about it. And well, I'm obviously still here, so I guess I am. I was good, but thanks to my own stupidity. Anyway, so I started walking down, and you meet some interesting folks when you're walking home at that hour. So I started walking at 11:30. I had one look at the GPS, and then my phone died. So I was on 1%, looked at the GPS, I was like, yep, okay, I know the area I'm going to, and off I head. And no money. Everyone called me, and I was like, see, oh, there goes the phone. Well, start walking now. Now, my journey started off pretty lighthearted, actually. So I ended up seeing, there was this guy that was following around these guys with a keg. He was a drunk guy. I didn't know who they were, just following around these blokes with a keg, which I thought was fucking hilarious. So he's like, man, shit, I want the keg. And I was like, oh yeah, fair income, mate, keep going. And of course, you see some dark alleyways, and I have a habit of walking down these shady looking alleyways. Don't know why, but I do. And you hear some people grunting in the pitch black. You're like, oh, okay, maybe I don't want to go down that way. There might be someone very dangerous doing something bad. And you're like, yeah, maybe not, honey. Anyway, we'll start walking down, heading down to this area where there's two blokes. And one walks off to go take a piss to the side. And I was like, okay, fair income. Didn't think nothing of it. But what happened was, one of the guys tried to high-five a cyclist that was going by, and he got told to fuck off. And I was like, quite literally, I just went, And then old mate dipshit heard that I laughed at him getting rejected, and didn't take too kindly to me laughing at his rejection like that, because he came up in my face being a tough boy, oh, what the fuck are you laughing at, bro? Shit like that. It's real tough man speech. Now, just to let everyone know, I wasn't drunk at this point either. I was like fucking one drink that entire evening. I was sober. And this man, all tough. And I don't typically get intimidated by dickheads who think they're all that in a bag of chips, just fucking, look at me, I'm tough. In fact, I find it quite comical. Unfortunately, it's not a wise thing to laugh at someone in the face. That's how you can get a good smack. And I wasn't really looking at getting my fucking jaw broken or coward punched this evening. So this guy's up in my face, trying to start a fight, And man, shit. I seem to have a habit of getting in these situations, but I also have a habit of getting myself out of these situations. So So he's trying to, everything he can to start a fight with me, and I might be an angry man sometimes, but in terms of conflict, I ain't got nothing to fucking do with it. I can't be bothered. I don't like trying to get fights with people. So this man's all up in my face, and I'm like, what's good, man? I'm just trying to walk home. And he's like, fuck's that, man? And I'm like, oh, it's over fucking that way. And he goes, wait, do you fucking want to repeat that again? I'm like, yeah, mate, just trying to go do such and such. And he goes, that's fucking miles away. I'm like, yeah, mate, just out here for a stroll. It's amazing how fast that guy's mentality changed, because I didn't come at him aggressive. I was just light-hearted and joking, and this man was like, you're a fucking idiot. And then his mate comes around the corner, you know, finishes piss, big tough boy. Oh, what the fuck's going on here? You wanna I'll beat this cunt's ass. Trying to pick a fight with my boy, and I'm like, what's going on? And he goes, what's the deal? Because obviously you noticed there wasn't an intensity in the air. Don't you fucking go, Jesus Christ. And his mate goes, this cunt's fucking retarded. He's trying to walk in this, and he goes, fuck me, you are an idiot. I'm like, no, mate, just having a good time, you know. And this guy fucking laughed his ass off. Now, when you say it in a story form, it doesn't definitely, it lacks the tension in the air and all that, obviously. Now imagine you're walking home, you're only 18, and now look, I don't know if you can see my arms, I'm a skinny man, I'm not a fucking beefcake like some of these guys, and these weren't small blokes, and I'm walking up to them and they're trying to start a fight with me, and I'm just like, nah, this ain't gonna fucking happen. I suppose it definitely has something with how you approach a situation, as opposed to if I fucking started yelling back, that would probably end very badly for me, but confidence certainly gets you through places, and it brings its own intimidation with it. But you know, anyway, so that when I was in this situation, it's about 12:30, so I was about an hour into my walk, and that's the kind of vibe it's putting off. Now imagine you're with these two guys, both tall, then you're both bigger than you significantly, aggressively coming at you, and you're just like, chill, dog, I'm just trying to get on my way. Sometimes it doesn't work. Now, I wasn't particularly panicked, but you can certainly feel in the air that there was a certain level of danger that you probably should be looking for. Now, I wasn't trying to get into a fight or anything, because I may like boxing, doesn't mean I want to fucking be a boxer all of a sudden. But fuck me, when you're actually in these experiences in, like, yourself, some things terrify you much more than they fucking sound like they would. Because when you're a small man, face to face with danger like that, you have two ways about it. You can run, or you can charm your way out of it. That's the best way I can do it. Think of it like you're playing Fallout and you have a charisma of 10. You just gotta say some shit and pray that it works. And fortunately for me, this day it did work. But I can imagine there is definitely some times where that has not. And I guess I lucked out, but shit, dog. That was one of those days where I walked the rest of it, finished my journey. But that was the highlight of my evening. So if you are stupid like me and you want to walk home from the city to the fucking faraway suburbs at that hour, do it smartly, take it easy, maybe have a friend. Try not to fucking talk to people like I do. I talk to everyone and their mother when I walk. Very extroverted man, but it doesn't always mean it's going to be a good thing. But yeah, that's it. That's all I was really looking to tell you. That was my journey into that almost street fight. Certainly lucked out in the grand scheme of things, but of course things can always be better, things can always be worse, but that's all I have to tell you today. So thank you so much for joining me on Storytime. Take it easy, keep it cheesy, and of course, peace.